one. Yes, yes, yes.
Welcome, everybody.
HipHopSuccess.tv in the building. Second roundtable event. Masterfy in the building. Co-founder, along with fellow co-founder Bambino Brown. Want to welcome everybody out there. We're going to get started.
Welcome to the roundtable.
Next 2-3 minutes or so. You know, what you think about the finals, man?
You know, I felt like
I see how you've been going off on Facebook. Yeah. I see how you've been feeling.
Let me start by saying congratulations to them brothers, because at the end of the day, the team is magical. We ain't never seen a team like this ever, except watching the All-Star game, because that's basically what they are, is an All-Star team. But I mean, they're amazing to watch, man. I just thought KD was special enough to do it on his own. I thought he would have been the same champion on his own, putting the whole team on his back and keeping the NBA competitive and not so lopsided. But that's another topic, and that's another roundtable.
I feel you. No. Yeah, we definitely going to get to that.
Ball, baby. Let's get right into the meat. Big Baller Brand Clothing, man. What are your thoughts on that movement and, you know, it being so groundbreaking because it's the first time we've ever seen this? How are you feeling about it?
Honestly, when I first heard about Lavar Ball and what he was trying to do with Lonzo Ball and owning his own shoe and brand, Big Baller Brand, the Z02s, I kind of just heard about it. I didn't even really put two and two together until I did more research. I actually saw Lonzo play on social media. I saw some of his highlight videos from high school, and I started putting two and two together. Oh, that's that dude that was balling out for UCLA. Great player, amazing player.
Yeah.
But then I did research on Lavar Ball, and obviously he has his own history with being in professional athletics. I mean, he's not,
right.
he's not just anybody. Like he did play professional sports.
Yeah. So, did he play professionally?
Yeah, I mean, I remember on FS1 Sports, Shannon Sharp and Skip were talking about it. How Lavar Ball, he played football. I think he played some football and professional football. I think he tried out. I don't know if he made the team. He might have made the team for half a season or so, and then also he played in the NBA as well. And the fact that he got so much attention from me for his outlandish and real extreme comments, it kind of drew me in. I was like, who is this guy? Let me find out more.
I don't think he played pro ball, bro. They would find those clips and it would be meme mania.
They talked I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody else out there saw it, but they did a segment on Undisputed, and I think he did. I don't know if he tried out for a team.
I thought it was college or something.
No. I think NFL team or something. I mean, he's a big guy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find the clip though, just to verify my sources. But I'm pretty sure I saw a clip and they spoke about it.
Okay.
At any rate, his very extreme comments supporting his kids, the confidence that he has, I love that.
Absolutely. What he's done just raising them.
You said what?
The job that he's done as far as being a father figure.
Absolutely. 3 sons.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a great family. I haven't heard any bad stuff about his family or his love life with his, marriage or any. I mean, it sounds real clean.
Right.
But when I heard the idea of him putting his son through the draft with his own shoe, not signing no deals and doing their own thing, then I did the little people's eyebrow and was like, okay, I like this, because there's a lot of new wave and new rules coming through professional sports across the board with this new generation. The super team, we're in the super team era. Like LeBron said in his press conference, he was saying that this is the most watched NBA season in history, the most money that the NBA has generated in NBA history.
technical difficulties here at the round table. Your boy Bam is feeding in from St. Louis. We got Phils and but we got to get my man Phil back on deck, so we're going to be on pause for a quick second until we get. Yo. Yep.
Oh man, sorry about that. Technical difficulty.
Got lost in cyberspace, man.
Anyways, I was just drawing up the story of how I got in touch with the story of Lavar Ball and his sons, and I love everything that they're doing. He is a little extreme with his delivery, but I get the message and the mission he's trying to do. Now, go ahead and give your piece, Bam.
It's groundbreaking. It's ballsy. It's pioneer driven. I dig the fact that they're trying something new, and I'm on the fence as far as turning away the money from the Nike and Adidas. I thought they would partner up with somebody like that, or maybe put somebody like Rock Nation as an agent for Lonzo so that his shoe comes out with the right platform and the right support behind it. I felt like Lavar being the spokesperson knocked a lot of people out of their pool of buyers and consumers because he's so abrasive with the way that he comes at the whole picture. He kind of turned away the lower income families by saying, you're not a big baller if you can't afford baller. And I felt like they were for the people in the beginning because I heard about the Ball brothers from my boys talking about, you see these three brothers, they from Cali, they from LA, and they three brothers all play on the same team. And I kept hearing Ball brothers, Ball brothers. Finally, Lonzo gets to UCLA and he's killing it. Okay, now start following the whole movement. Melo shooting from half court. Okay, boom. Now they got everybody's attention because of social media.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the $495 tag, but make that special for like a Yeezy or whatever. Okay, that's special for people that can afford it. But I felt like they should have had a version for the kids as well because most kids can't afford that. And I felt like that was going to be their biggest support system was going to be the kids. So I can't knock him because he's a genius if it works. He can also be considered an idiot if it doesn't. But that's how great things come about. Is somebody taking a chance and no one believes in it, then all of a sudden Star Wars is Star Wars and Disneyland is Disneyland and Jordan is Jordan. If KD had his own ZO2 right now, tell me about those sales.
Right. Hello.
So I do feel like the talk of Lavar is putting that target on Zoe's back that wasn't needed. He was already saucy with the passes. Remind you of Magic Johnson. He already had the love, and it just invited the hate. And you know, us light-skinned brothers we don't need no more hate. We don't need no extra hate. And I felt like, you know, they didn't need that extra hate. I'm proud of the brothers for what they're doing. My man Davey and Super Dave said he agrees with that. What up, Super Dave? He agrees with two versions of the kicks, one for people that got cheese and one for people that are doing, you know, aren't doing so well, or just the average person. So average kids down at the park have on ZO2s, you know, and maybe young Jeezy jumps out on show with the real ZO2s that cost because he can afford it. He got the ones maybe signed by Lonzo or something like that, you know. I still think I like the idea. I think it's groundbreaking. I think a lot of brothers, we support Gucci and Prada. You know, let's spend a little money. Let's spend our little money with our brother and see him succeed. I really hope he comes to the Lakers, and I hope he does well, so that all of it could be a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying?
That was going to be my next question. How do you feel about him going to the Lakers? Do you think he'd be a good fit?
I feel like it's always a gamble. In 2007, they took Greg Oden, who never did anything, over KD. The Trailblazers took Oden from Ohio, who did absolutely nothing. And KD from, Texas, went to Seattle, and look where he's at now. You know, you just never know with the draft. Sam Bowie went over Jordan. So we don't know if Fultz is going to be the next Jordan. We don't know if Fox after Lonzo. But because it's LA bred talent, if the Lakers passed on him and he went somewhere and balled out, they get the stupid face. And they already had a few drafts already in a row with mystery players that haven't turned out to be what they thought they were going to be. No stars of the franchise. And if anybody has a chance of being a star, I feel like it's Lonzo Ball. That's my opinion. My
first question that I want to ask the audience is, do you think Ball is an opportunity, or do you think he's a man whose vision is just misunderstood? That's my first question for the audience today.
Somebody out there chime in. Where my people at? Do you think LeVar Ball is an opportunist, or is he a man that's just misunderstood?
When it comes to his kids,
I'd say D, all of the above, but that's just me. Anybody out there, where you at? Come on, give us some feedback on that question.
I would say he's a little bit of both. I want to get some reaction from our audience too, but if his delivery was just a little better, I think
we got a call. Hold on, we got a caller. Oh, everybody out there, feel free to call in. The number's right on the link.
Absolutely. I'll put the number up. I'll put the number up right now.
HC Cummins says all of the above. Shout out HC Cummins. I mean, dude is an opportunist. You're supposed to be an opportunist when you're putting out a new product, right? You got to take advantage of the opportunity when you're getting all of this free publicity through social media when you haven't played a day in the NBA. And, you got to be an opportunity. You got to take advantage, because if it passes you by and you don't, then you're an idiot.
Absolutely.
I
think we have someone call in now.
Okay, yeah. We got Mentor Brace trying to call in now. Feel free, anybody out there, to call in at 725-222-8144.
Coach Tony Brace. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Welcome to the RoundTable, Coach Tony Brace.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear him, Phil?
Yes, sir.
You in the building. Welcome to the RoundTable, fellow partner.
Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all having me. Unfortunately, I couldn't jump on camera. I'm tied up handling some family things, but I definitely wanted to stop by and check in. I'm kind of glazing through from my phone.
Right.
A couple of points that I want to make in terms of the business move with Lavar is, for me, I like the move that he would rather have the son gain equity than a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I did a little bit of research, and since 2003, there's only been 2 rookies that have had their own signature shoe since 2003. Mm-hmm. And that would be LeBron James and John Wall. Okay? Now, Kyrie Irving, for example, he didn't get his first signature shoe until he was in the league for 3 years. Okay?
Right.
Since Kobe Bryant's been out the league, okay, in real time as we speak right now, there's only 22 players that have their own signature shoe, and I just named 3: LeBron, John Wall, and Kyrie. Okay, Paul George, who was about to get offered a $177 million contract, doesn't even have his first signature shoe yet. Word on the street is Nike's getting ready to drop his signature shoe next year. So I love the fact that these cats are taking the initiative to do that instead of selling for a quick paycheck. The data also reveals that most not even signature deals, because that's separate, but most lottery picks, when they come into the league, their shoe deals are between $200,000 and $2 million. Okay, so the $2 million range, that would be the John Walls and them guys,
right?
The Kyrie Irvings. So put that in perspective, man. I love his vision. I love his drive. The dude has literally created his own reality show without a major network. Okay, nobody's endorsing him. VH1, BET, ESPN, but they're all giving him shine. So that's what I like. Those are my comments.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of the limelight because the average person couldn't get this kind of press, and he's getting the press because his boys are balling out. Shout out to Nell Rivers out there. He just posted. It doesn't show on my screen anymore, but he said something along the lines of Lavar is taking advantage of the marketing opportunity that anybody with a business mind would take advantage of. You still see that comment, Phil, from Manel?
Yeah, I see it.
My whole point is I'd rather build a company and gain equity rather than a paycheck. I was watching an interview with Ron Artest, and he said one of his regrets while he was in the league is that he didn't take an equity deal. A company offered, I think it was Adidas or N1, one of them companies, I think it might have been N1, offered him equity into the company, and he said, "Nah, I don't want that. I'd rather take the money.
I'll take the cash."
When you look back in hindsight, he was just a little project kid that didn't have any business.
Yeah.
Looking at it today, he would tell his son, "Don't take the money.
Take the equity."
He said, "Take the equity like he did in the vitamin deal and cash out on the back end."
Yeah.
And I think that's very important for all human beings that want to get paid, but particularly for the African American community. You know, we love to celebrate and hee-haw about the things that we've done in recent times, and I'm cool with that too. But we're in 2017, pushing 2018. I don't see not one African American manufacturing the car, manufacturing the airplane, those sort of things.
Yeah.
They're not being bold, and they have the capability. So I look at Lavar Ball on the real more of a hero than I do PD, and that's all I want to say.
And why would you say that? Well, because he's
doing something that's bold. He's pushing the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just laid out that these so-called half a billionaires and billionaires don't even have manufactured
their own product. Yeah.
Manufactured an airplane.
They don't even manufacture their own. They don't distribute.
Infrastructure in place like Akon has done.
Yeah. So shout out to Akon.
But I'm impressed with what Lavar Ball is attempting to do, just like what we're attempting to do at Hip Hop Success TV.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for calling, Coach. You know, it's all
Coach.
love, man. You always got a third eye that needs to be shined on everything, and I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. Anybody else out there with some questions, feel free to write.
I'll free up the line for other callers. I'll get back with y'all playing. I'm still watching.
All right, bro. Peace.
Absolutely.
You got to agree with Coach. I mean, a lot of the billionaires out there aren't fine. Shout out to Akon, who is bringing electricity to Africa. But, you know, musicians aren't distributing their own music. And you already got almost $1 billion. How are you not distributing your own music? Or are they not allowing you to distribute your own music? You know, they being the bigger corporations. Lavar's taking a bold stand, no question. He's putting his nuts on the line, and they can either get smashed by the hammer or they can get massaged, you know. But he's taking a chance, man, you know. And we all got to respect him for that, because if and when I do believe it'll work, I just think it's going to start a chain reaction.
Absolutely.
A trend.
Now,
yeah. Wait till the first basketball player comes in that has a really Kanye style. And I'll say Kanye because those Yeezys took off the way they did with Nike, like through the roof. And Nike didn't give him what he wanted. He went to Adidas and made it happen again just to show Nike, I'm the reason why this is going on. You don't want to split it with me? Okay, well, I'm going to go over to this other factory and see how they like my splits over there. And they were able to split the cake with them. One thing Lavar hasn't talked about was where he's distributing his or manufacturing his shoe. and what type of splits he's getting. I'm always curious to know, out of that $495, what was production cost? Because I don't know if shoe costs over $100 unless it's made out of copper. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think that he's spending that much money to ask for that much return. I mean, that's about a 500% markup if he's getting them made at $100.
Nike and all them do the same damn thing, man. I mean, they have a proven track record.
Even more.
They've been in business forever, and now this new brand comes out and is asking for a 500% markup. I get it.
Yo, Nike's buying in bulk. That's crazy. And out of China and sweatshops. And, you know, I got a pair right here. Matter of fact, I want to pull them out just to show how janky. The back of my Zooms are falling apart. These are $100 Zooms. 120. And so I'm in support of what they're trying to do, man. Shout out to my man Anel. Shout out to Super Dave. Shout out to Coach Tony Brace.
Absolutely.
Everybody,
if you guys are out there, call in now. 725-222-8144. The lines are open. Ready to hear you guys' comments. Give us some
of our people. Call and talk some ish with us. We can cuss. Come talk some shit. Let's talk about it. It's funny because you could post something, right? And everybody has a million things to say about it. I just need to hear y'all live on what you have to say about this Lavar Lonzo ball. I had another question, or another thought, rather. Should Lavar have had his son Lonzo take the Nike deal, right, to secure the bag? Not saying that they don't have money, because it looks like they're doing well. They have a nice house. But $10 million is $10 million when you haven't gone into the league. LeBron was lucky enough to get $98 million right off the gate, which is out of here.
Out of here.
But $10 million, could you turn away $10 million right now and feel some kind of way about it? Not many of us could turn away 10 M's and just say, you know what? I'm going for the bigger picture. 10 M's will make you say, let's negotiate.
Right.
Because now you're speaking my language. So my thought, why didn't he take the $10 million to invest back into Baller Brand? Let Lonzo be the face of Nike, Lakers, and maybe in your contract you say he can still wear BBB apparel, but his shoes are solely Nike. I don't know how you word that. I'm sure all contracts are made to be written and made to be broken.
Okay.
But if he didn't take if he took the $10 million and then did the Baller Brand stuff for LiAngelo Ball and Melo Ball and said, okay, I'm going to get my first son in the game so we secure the bag. We got the bag. We got 10 M's, okay? He hasn't even started playing ball yet.
Right.
We secured the bag. If he blows out a knee, if he blows out an ankle, whatever the case may be, the bag is secured with 10. Melo and LiAngelo are going to come in and add to the bag straight Baller Brand. None have been an option to say, get a little bit of both worlds. You know what I mean?
I've always been a fan of risk. This is a lot of risk this guy is putting on the table. This kid has not stepped on the court yet. He is not LeBron James, okay? He's not LeBron James, hasn't stepped on the court yet. No pro
defense has been against no pro defense has he faced yet.
So, but I respect risk. I love risk takers. I like the fact that it's not some agent trying to do this for him. This is their father. He raised them. Yeah. He knows what type of pressure that they can handle, which is a question I'm going to ask the audience later on. But, too much money is coming in to where these people, okay, they're the face of Nike. They're the face of, Adidas or whatever shoe deal they get, millions and millions. But the companies are making 10 times that on them just for wearing it. So I respect that they want to come in, control their brand, control the marketing, and control the dollars and everything off of their own, capital and equity that they make on the court with their, production. If he produces, which is a question I'm going to ask later. Because
they have no say-so in anything. It's just sign here. We own everything. Take this money and kick rocks.
Right.
You have no say-so in your branding. You have no say-so in equity shares. You got your fee. We own your signature. We own everything. And I think it might have been I thought it was Paul George, but Coach said that he is on the lines of signing a new deal. But one of the NBA players did have his own shoe deal going, and they didn't give him the opportunity to pick the style. They didn't give him the opportunity to design it. They kind of sat him in a
record label. It's just like a record label. You know, they control how
you're going to rap on. Now, rap well on it, and that's that. Take some pictures in this shoe. You don't like the color? Too bad. You know what I mean? So the one good thing about Lonzo's thing is he was able to have creative freedom.
Right.
Yeah. And that's big.
Wherever this situation falls, whether they lose big, you know, or whether they win it all, just like you said earlier, Bam, he is setting a trend. This has changed everything. Once something's attempted, someone back there in the ripple effect is going to make it happen behind you if you don't do it. So I love the fact that they're attacking this like, look, we controlling our own stuff now. We making all this money for everybody, and we playing, you know, we putting in the sweat equity, everything, and we only getting a small percentage out of the big number. We want control of everything now. I love that.
Absolutely agree. Any other point you want to make?
Absolutely.
I got Rock Nation. Who's his agent?
I don't even know who his agent is.
I thought it should have been Rock Nation. That would have put his shoe on the map.
If anyone out there knows if Lonzo Ball has an agent, please type it in the comments. You know, he has an agent. You know who it is?
No, but I remember him saying, they were asking, was his dad going to be able to come to the practice or something? He said, no, my agent, this, and my agent. I was thinking, who is his agent?
That Rock Nation point you made was huge. I think that would be a great deal for them, you know?
Oh, come on, man. It would make the shoe have so much value. Jay-Z had it on Rock in the next show. HC Cummins says, he has taken away the fear factor.
True.
From people trying. Once the fear factor is gone, HC, that's a great point. Like, hey, I know I'm going to eat off my NBA. Let me take a chance with my merch and see if I can really put myself in an equitable position with this merch. That's all me and all my creative control. And maybe, you know, my creative buddy who has a fashion high IQ can help me really make it saucy so that kids want to wear this shoe. It's good for basketball. It's good for style. And they're able to turn over a lot of revenue that way. They're definitely groundbreaking. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get a pair or what.
Hey, man. It's like, you know, I might not be in the big baller zone, as he says. I might not be in the big baller zone yet where I can afford something, but best believe, you know, if their prices are going to hang that high, if I can get something like, if I can get up there, I'm definitely going to cop a pair because this is history, man, for real.
Yeah, I thought it was cool to see a lot of celebrity support. The Floyd Mayweathers, the few pair, more than a few. Ice Cube had a battle with Lavar. I don't know how that turned out, where if he makes a shot, he's going to buy a certain amount of ZO2s. My man BJ Johnson said he thinks he should have taken the guaranteed money. Secure the bag.
Secure the bag.
My man BJ is a family man. He like, secure the bag. Then you can be an entrepreneur because the bag is secured. So that's where you said, Phil, you like risk takers. I was more on the Libra balance, like, let's take a risk, but take less risk.
Calculated
risk.
Great point, Barrett. Barrett Johnson. Great point. Secure that bag, just like Pam said. Make sure you guys call in, man. Give us your comments and opinions. 725-222-8144. We definitely want to hear from you guys. I know we got people checking out. Shout out to everybody out there right now. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Anybody else have an idea? Would you take the risk or would you secure the bag?
Great question.
10 million or risk making that 100? What is he trying to make that $1 billion distribution deal Lavar's talking about? We need $1 billion. You got to play some serious. You got to win a championship. KD could he could talk crazy like that right now if he didn't have a shoe. Who's this shoe deal with?
I don't even know. I don't even know I don't even know what shoe deal he's with. We
don't even know his shoes. Come on, KD.
Shout out to Brandon Johnson and mentor Brace, Coach Tony Brace, to let us know Harrison Gaines is the agent of Lonzo Ball. So thank you for clearing that up for us and citing our sources. I appreciate that from the LA Times. I appreciate that.
Shout out to Nicole, says secure that bag. Get that bread. Bring that money home.
Katie is with Nike. Thanks, Roland. I appreciate that. Should have guessed that, but I didn't want to be wrong.
How do we not know the shoe? You know what I mean? With the way that Jordans are so fly, Kobe came with a couple fly ones. I would not leave the table. KD got 300 M's from Nike. That's a nice check. That's a nice bag.
Real nice.
Barrett Johnson, are you 100% sure he got 300 M's from Nike? Because if so, that is a really full bag he got there.
Call in now, 725-222-8144.
Let me look that up really quick. Let me grab this. Hold on 1 second.
All right. I got another question I also want to ask the audience. I'm going to go ahead and post it up for you guys.
Yeah, man. So, look, we appreciate everybody joining in this round to talk some crap with y'all and have some fun. Our ball, big baller brand clothing. Is it a
big
flip?
Baller Zone? Big Baller Zone.
Your boy Bam is in St. Louis. Phil is in Pittsburgh. Coach is in Vegas. Where y'all at? I know my man Barrett's in L.A. We all over the map talking about this Lavar Ball, man. So come on in and let's talk. Call us at the number on the screen.
725-222-8144. Call in now. So I got another question I want to ask the audience now. I'm going to go ahead and post it. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Ham and Hockey Show. What's good? What's good? Shout out to Dallas, Texas. I see you, bro. Air Force Texas in the building.
Hey, how about the next person that calls into the line? We're going to send you a free T-shirt. There we go. People like free stuff.
All right.
I just missed a comment from Barrett. What did he just say? The comments keep popping off my screen. They all storing on your line, Phil. You got to get back to me.
Let me see what we got. He said, I think he should have taken the guaranteed money. What if he gets sued? Can he handle a big lawsuit? That's a great question. I mean, I don't know who they're insured by. I don't know about the back end and the legalities of the business.
Wait, how would he get sued if somebody got hurt in the shoe? I missed that.
Well, what if I don't know if, maybe, I don't know if their paperwork is tight. I don't know if their stuff's trademarked or copyrighted. We don't know what's going on. They're so brand new. Who knows? They might have overlooked some things. I don't know. I mean, I figure they have the money to get.
If the leather gives you toe fungus that you can't get rid of and then they start getting sued. On production.
Brandon Johnson said you have to take the risk that's coming in. Otherwise, you'd end up like Tiger. Build the brand, create a whole new market, then get ousted when the demons surface. And, that's a good point. They can't curve you when you own everything. When you have total control, nobody can come up behind you or out the grass, snakes, whatever. You control the ground. You control everything. So,
that's Lavar's whole point.
Exactly.
I am the boss. You ask me how's it getting designed? You want me to tell you? Because I decide how it gets designed. I don't have to go to the boss. We are the bosses, and his sons are a part of the franchise as well. They're all partners, which is cool. But it's hard to turn away that bag. And a lot of our viewers here are saying, we come, most of us do. 10 M's is 10 M's. It's hard to turn away that, especially being that you can invest it back into your brand and still have the baller brand. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it will take for the brand to take off. I mean, he would have to come in and really ball hard, I think, for it to blow into the Under Armour zone.
I just like the shock value and the ripple effect that he made. He's brought the fear out of the whole deal of coming into the league, owning your own. I mean, whether it goes good or bad.
Welcome to the RoundTable, but Coach, we're not sending you a T-shirt, bruh. You already got a whole box of them.
Yeah. It's all good, man. Great job you fellas are doing, man. This is the fact slight difficulties. But hey, listen, man, I don't understand why is so much hate around what Lavar is doing. I think there's so much hate around that.
I can tell you. Can I answer that, Phil, or would you like to take the floor first?
Go ahead. You got it. I'll come up after you.
The hate is strong because a confident black man with his own shoe talking the way this man talks to people, direct and unfiltered, has never been digested since Muhammad, where it's in your face. I'm going to tell you like it is, like it or not. This is who I am. This is how I'm coming. And he keeps prophesizing things like my son's going to the Lakers, and then he ends up with a chance to go to the Lakers. If you read, I read the comments on a lot of these articles that come out about the Ball brothers, and I like to see what the average Joe's comments are. And I have a diverse pool of, so I like to see what black people say. I like to see what white people say. White people do not like LeVar Ball at all. They don't like his Weibels hanging that low. They don't like him trying to come in, throwing his weight around like he's doing, because it's never been seen before. Get the unknown. They're scared of it. Brands have been controlling black athletes since the beginning of time. When has a black athlete ever had control of his paperwork, his contract, his merchandise? It's never been seen before. So to come in starting off with this much confidence and steam and free publicity through social network, which has never been seen before because it's 2017 and social media didn't exist.
Hello.
Muhammad Ali would have the same platform. Michael Jackson would have the same platform. So many people, if social media existed then, now this direct-to-consumer marketing is slapping some people in the face and they can't take it because he can actually make money doing it for a handout. And I think they don't like that. They like the fact that we're used to needing.
But as I read through the comments too, I see massive amounts of black people hating too.
Absolutely.
Jealousy, man. I mean, you know, when you're stuck at home and you don't have an outlet like they possibly have, hate comes. People tell me I'm hating on KD. I don't hate KD. I think he's soft for not taking it, putting the team on his back and winning on his own. You're already 100 gazillionaire. Money's not the option. Okay, you want a ring? Everybody has their own different view. I think hate and jealousy just stems. It's just a part of this culture and life these days. I mean, how often is it all love?
And to kind of echo, piggyback off of what you're saying, as I'm thinking about this, the only other athlete that I think take control of his own brand, and he got a lot of hate, still gets a lot of hate, and he's really the GOAT out of all athletes over Michael Jordan and LeBron James. That would be Floyd Money Mayweather.
Ooh.
Mr. 49-0. He controls his whole situation.
Yeah.
And obviously, you see how much hate he got. He didn't take a deal. As a matter of fact, he had a short-term deal with the Jordan brand, and then he shipped them. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I did know that, but the money team has its own brand. You see people all the time. I just think
that's my point. That's the only other athlete that I see that had gone this route. But Floyd already had the bag. He was very, he was 100 M's in.
Yeah, and I'm okay with the whole money thing. I kind of thought the big baller brand sounds so cliche. We always talking about baller, the big baller, and the money team. Floyd is rich as how many people can relate to that? You know what I mean? That super flamboasting, I'm rich thing. I wish they just were called a normal thing like the Med or Under Armour or something where you can just follow it and not have to follow a movement, so to speak. Which, not to knock it, I almost wish it was the Ball Brothers brand even more so than Big Baller because when he. No, sorry, go ahead.
Why so much hate, particularly from black folks as you look through social media and the comments and probably your own connection, your own network.
Phil, you can answer that one.
And what was the question?
One more time, Coach.
My question was the same question that I had asked Bam. From your perspective, why are so many people hating on LeVar Ball and the BBB brand?
Well, I mean, real talk. First off, it's psychological damage. Black people have been fighting each other since forever. And when other people control our own environments and group us together and throw us the crumbs, and we don't have enough as it is, through time, people are just going to start hating. It's just the way, I mean, this goes way back. This is way outside of...
I wouldn't just say black people, humans.
No, humans, that's right. But, I mean, American history, I mean, black people, I mean, psychological damage. You know what I'm saying? We just have this mentality.
We definitely have our issues, no question. I mean, but that's another roundtable because
that is.
We have our issues because of a long line of things that led us to having issues. When you come from nothing, it's hard to get up off the mat and have insight and have hope, have drive, have foundation. So when you see somebody else having success and you don't see yourself having it, it can be challenging.
Yeah.
You know? And I think we're just built from a different cloth, maybe, where we're not sitting back hating. Because even when I was at my most broke times in my life, I never hated on somebody else for making it. It encouraged me. It encouraged me to, like, I want to do that. I got to get there, man. They doing it. I'm not going to go say, please, can I get on your team? But I'm going to try to emulate what you're doing and get down, too, because that's how I roll. Everybody.
Let me chime in, but there has to be something in terms of something psychological. And let me tie it to our own company, Hip Hop.
Can you hear him, Phil?
Yeah.
We are a startup entity like the Big Baller brand. Now, let's keep it 100. The majority of people that interact with our brand is people that we don't even know, right? You post something on your own timeline, keep it 100. I want you to keep it 100, Phil. I want you to keep it 100, Phil, because I'm going to keep it 100. I see my own family members posting shit on other outlets that I already posted 2 or 3 days or weeks in advance. And I know that they see it. They don't get no likes. They don't get no shares. Out of my own personal network, I would say less than 2% interact with our stuff. So from a psychological standpoint, it is what it is, or is there a way to heal this hate? Because that's what I think it all comes down to. The psychology, like you said, of humans, but in this particular context, I'm talking about
African American.
And our own family and friends.
Oh, our own, okay.
What do you think?
Go ahead, Fi. Answer that one.
I mean, you know, the more successful that we are, the more that we have a responsibility to where we got to help the next person. Grassroots movements that tend to work together and network together to get things going in one common, direction. That's kind of the way where you start building that momentum through time. It's not like a light switch where everybody's just going to get on, but I do feel that with social media, it connects us all at one time, and we all can get our messages out and aligned in the right direction to where we all can kind of get out of that, rut where we always hate on someone that's trying to start their own thing, even though we always talk about how somebody needs to do it. Now somebody's trying to do it, and we're trying to cut him from under his legs, which the more people we speak out and say, hey, if it fails, if it doesn't, I still support him regardless because I see the direction he's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a little bit of that, with that mentality and more people kind of following it, I think that'll get us going in the right direction, but it's not just going to happen overnight.
100. I ain't going to hog up the phone lines. I'm going to let some other callers call in. I appreciate it, fellas. Great work.
All right, Coach.
I appreciate it.
I agree with Coach, and to elaborate on his point, I know what he means when you post stuff in your own, people don't interact with your movement. It goes back to the crabs in the barrel mentality where you're too close sometimes, and it's like, I'm not about to help you come up. I'm trying to get me up. I would rather help somebody I don't know than help the people right next to me. And I think that's why I decided to support the Big Baller Brand movement, because at first it rubbed me the wrong way. $495 came at me real sideways. I'm like, oh, man, why would you do that? I'm a ball fan, and now you're saying if you're not a big baller, don't even spend your money. My initial reaction was, screw them shoes. Then I thought about, am I being a hater? I didn't like the way that it came at me where it was, spend this $495 or you ain't a big baller. It's not that I can't afford the shoe. It's I'm at a mature point in my life to where, am I going to buy a $495 shoe or am I going to fly my family somewhere to go experience a memory? So I started thinking about it. Then I thought, well, you spent $495 on that Hugo Boss jacket to go to wherever you wanted to go, or even to you spend $1,000 on a suit. Why would you spend with companies that call you the N-word when you walk out the door? And we know for a fact the Calvin Klein's, Tommy Hilfigers, Cristal, that we so busy drinking and popping bottles, call us N-words soon as, and we don't want your support, niggers. We don't want your support. They said that out of their mouth. I'm just repeating what they said. So we're going to go pay them money, but we won't support these young brothers trying to start their own brand and say, you know what? If we got 5 of us got to put up $100 each to give little Tommy, who's balling at the park, a pair of ZO2 so he can go feel good about himself, why won't we do that? But we'll go give, Louis Vuitton buy 5 belts at $35,000 line the other day, arguing just to show the guy at the store he had the money, spent 35 racks on some BS clothes. So I'm rocking with Big, and I'm in support of them. I'm gonna buy me a pair, and then I'm gonna come back on RoundTable and put them right on the table so everybody can see that I support it. Just because I like the movement, and we want to change the psyche of people. We want to bring the love back to the game. We want people to rock these hip hop success hats because it has a positive thing about it. We want people to talk about hip hop success, to share our content, because we ain't asking for money. We just asking for you to get down with the mental movement and it's mental success. It's not just financial. You can't even enjoy the financial success, the mental right. There's so many people that are rich financially but poor spiritually. So they never even reach it. So that's where we're at with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Barrett. Shout out to Amber Johnson. We had Brandon Johnson wrote something. We didn't get a chance to chop it up with him about it. But let's shout out all the people that took time to write in and vibe with us on this topic of Lavar Ball and Big Baller Brand. If anybody out there has bought a pair, chime in if you bought a pair. Tell us that you already ordered your pair or you're thinking about it or what.
We got a comment. We got a comment from Bodek. She said she totally agrees that we have a strong hating culture. People love to hate. People get paid to hate. But I think part of the static towards his line is his presentation and his approach. Marketing is a huge aspect of brand success, especially a brand new company that nobody really knows, obviously. Overall, right. I agree that it is a game changer, and I wish him much success and those that follow this trend in the future. And that comment right there is exactly the kind of positive, criticism that we need to move forward in the right direction. So thank you, Bodex. Thank you for that comment.
Absolutely. Any other comments you want to pull?
Let's see. Hey, don't forget to call in. The line's open, 725-222-8144. Go ahead and call in. We want to hear from you guys. Give us a call.
Shout out to DeWitt Solomon. Let's get him.
Dawid Solomon. He said, y'all make a good point. Definitely gave me a different view on the baller brand, or at least helped me see it in a different way. That's all we want to do is give some perspective to people, And this is hey, if you completely disagree, call in. We want to hear. We want to hear why you hate Lavar Ball and Lonzo Ball. We want to hear from you. If you think the shoe is ugly, they ugly, and they got to go, call in. We want to hear from you.
And he's going to suck in the league, defense, all of those things that I see on social media. Call in with that. Also, if you want this free T-shirt we're burning to give away, come on with it. Shout out H.C. Cummins. I'm glad you stayed logged in with us. Also, all the people that's down with us right now, following and listening to the Roundtable, we're trying to get topics on the Roundtable that are so groundbreaking and so
controversial.
I think we need to do something on the politics. I think we're going to have one about black men in the homes and being fathers to the kids. We're going to have a topic. What was another topic we had in media? I know Coach got a bunch of them we've been talking about lately. But if you have any ideas that you think is a great topic that we could cover on the Roundtable, we would love to hear what you think we should cover, and also join in with us because we're just chopping it up, talking ish. It's only an hour long. It's the Roundtable Hip Hop Success TV. This is only our second live stream Roundtable, so clearly we're just doing it up, having fun with it. It's your boy Bam.
I have one more question for the audience. We got about 12 minutes, 10 minutes left. So I got one more question for the audience. And the question is, do you think Lonzo Ball will rise or crumble under all the pressure of his father, Lavar Ball? So I'll go ahead and post that question for you. The question again is, do you think Lonzo Ball will rise or crumble under all the pressure of his father that he's already put on him through media and everything? Probably who knows what he's saying in the house as well. Do you think he's going to rise or crumble? What do you think?
Let us know your thoughts. Shout out to Harold out there and the Universal Dominant in. That's a major shout out right there. That's a key.
You guys can call in too, 725-222-8144. Harold Moret says, rise. Without Pops, he wouldn't even be there. Respect.
Hello. Shout out to Lavar Ball for being a real dad. Shout out to the fathers out there. I mean, one thing we can't knock is he's been a great role model for his sons. He produced 3 cats that are all going to college to get educated on a free ride. They all got NBA potential. And how many brothers can we name that have done it like that? What's crazy is their uncles, Lavar's brothers, went to Westchester High and played when I went to high school there.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're twins, the Ball brothers. Yeah, the twins. They were nice, too. Shout out to my man Rico, Gumby, James Gray, all Westchester comments in the house. I see a lot of y'all chiming in.
H.C. Cummings said it will depend on how strong this young man is outside of his dad. That's a great point. I mean, he has enough noise in his dad's bubble, and he already has his own. Let's see what he does outside of it. Good point.
The Lakers aren't allowing Lavar to come too hard. The Lakers are too big of an organization. They're going to let Lonzo do his thing. I was surprised that Lonzo didn't have on the ZO2s when he worked out for the Lakers. Did anybody peep that? Why do you think he didn't wear the ZO2s to the Laker warm-up? My thought was he didn't want to impose his brand too strong from the gate and, use it as a platform just to promote his brand. He wanted to come and see first.
That was smart. Hey, it's strategic. I get it. Like, that was smart. Some people might be stupid, like, oh, he should have done it anyway. Like, no, you got to be smart about it. You got to get into the party first before you do the thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Shout out to Floss P. Harold said Lonzo was out of shape. They said he was breathing hard. Barrett Johnson thinks Pops was doing too much, but wishing him the best. Shout out to my man Renee LeBlanc. What did Renee say? I just lost his comment. You still got it in front of you, Phil?
Yeah, it says it. Renee said it hasn't affected him this far. He gonna rise up. Dawid Solomon said every person is different and will react differently. You reap what you sow, and the work that you put in is how you become a big baller. He can make it. Plenty of people bust, but with their parents hollering on ESPN about how good they are. So, I mean, I get it. This is unprecedented. I've never seen someone's father going hard on, national broadcasting stations and sports networks boosting up their son. I mean, I love it, but I can understand the hate as well when it comes to his delivery anyway.
His delivery is abrasive, man. It struck me the wrong way with the shoe. If I settled into it and got a hold of myself and said, I see what he's trying to do. And I know how hard that is to stand on your own too. And you got to give him some depth for turning away the money. I mean, that takes a lot of balls to turn away 10 M's, 1 million, 2 million. You turn away M's for your dream. You really believe in it and you're destined for greatness. That's my thought.
Okay.
And everybody out there that's tuning into the Roundtable, we're going to post this on our platform. Please share this whole conversation. Continue to comment on it. Continue to build. We got 7 minutes or so. Anybody want a free T-shirt, pick up the phone and dial. If not, you can always
725-222-8144. Bodex Alkin gave another comment. She said, I think he was built in that pressure. His father has always been his father, and a man like that doesn't change overnight. This is, of course, for Lonzo. His son thrives under this pressure. Like Kendrick says, you just got to know when to be humble and sit down. That's the goal for all of us. Great point.
Absolutely.
Great point.
Yo, I would like to see like the high school squad they had with all three brothers. Mm-hmm. I know it's wishful thinking, but if those brothers were to get on the same team, that'd be groundbreaking in the NBA.
Brandon Johnson said, we're all so focused on what Lavar says and nobody's listening to the teammates of Lonzo at UCLA and the coaches and other top college players like Malik Monk. They all said Zoe is the real deal and is special. The kid will excel. Basketball is what he does. I hope so. I think he's going to ball out. I have faith in the brother. I think he's going to ball out.
Yeah. His basketball IQ just seems natural. It's like, it just seems second nature. His assists, his court vision. I just feel like he has to work on his defense and he should be solid, man. But he's going to have to gain a little weight, put on a little bit more muscle for the NBA, I believe. But then again, look at KD. KD's not so old and he's killing them. So who's to say what he's going to do? His jumper, they say the release is a little late with the way he shoots.
Yeah, he does that little like shoulder roll off thing, you know?
Back.
Yeah,
which gives a fast defender a chance to block it easier is what they're saying, but only action speaks. Maybe he gets faster and that release gets quicker. Only time will tell, but we're wishing them the best.
Absolutely.
Thank everybody for tuning in. This is the Round Table. Your boy Bam, Master Phi, Coach Tony Brace. We are signing out. Please share. That's all.
Absolutely. Please share this roundtable event. Even when it's finished, you guys can go ahead and share it on your respective pages. Tell your people, friends, family about it. Can keep the conversation going in the comments. I'll be out hanging around here. We're just getting off the live feed, but the conversation will keep going through the comments. You can find me on all social media at Mastafy, MASTA_PHI. You can find Bam at Bambino's World on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Same with me. You can find Coach Tony Brace at Coach Tony Brace on all social media. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at hiphopsuccess.tv. We thank everyone for the continued support on the Roundtable and all our events and content that we push. We represent the higher consciousness of hip hop, not just in the culture, but also in business, sales, technology, health and wellness. Everything with a positive frequency, we're all about it. We thank you guys for being part of our family. Bam, any last words?
Preach.
Hello.
We out of here, man. Phil, you nailed it. That's what we're about. That's our frequency. Thanks for joining. We love y'all, and we out.
Peace.